Welcome to this week's episode of Skeptical Eyes for the Paranormal Guys. I have way too much free movement in this episode.
And we have a guest.
And we have a guest,
if you will. Adam Chumley. Well,
Hi.
that remains to be
Hello.
seen.
Well, only you remain to be seen because we can't see you.
Yeah, y'all got the cams. It's so funny. Moving over to
all right. Me and OJ are ready.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Get that vitamin D.
Juice.
So this is
what are we
exciting.
listening to today, Pat?
Well, you're gonna listen to me talk about our good friend, my hero and nemesis.
Juice?
Nope. Although I have switched over to kombucha recently. That has been
Is that your
life-changing.
hero and nemesis?
Yes. One with the acrid taste, but two with the probiotic goodness comes kombucha.
Kombucha.
The can-do attitude you have there.
Now so I'm gonna break it down for you boys because today we're gonna be talking about, as I was saying, my nemesis and hero, Jeremy Corbell. Anybody, you know who that is? I'm gonna guess.
Is that
Adam
the
doesn't
loser
know.
who made the Lazar thing?
Hey, you.
No, I do not know.
Well, Austin's right. It is the gentleman who created the Bob Lazar documentary.
The probable con artist.
Whoa. Okay. Let me start off by telling you the name of this podcast is I'm Sorry, Jeremy Corbell, for all that I have said about you. Austin, on the other hand, has no regrets and will just continue to call you a loser.
I am indifferent to this person and what they have done.
All right. Well, let me tell you about first. Let's dive into the background of who Jeremy Corbell is. So, well, in recent times, Jeremy Corbell is the mastermind behind some of these documentaries that go over Bob Lazar or also Skinwalker Ranch.
Okay, that sounds familiar. I think I've heard of that somewhere.
So Skinwalker Ranch essentially
there's a television show.
Well, no, I don't think for Skinwalker Ranch there is.
Yes, there is.
Oh, yeah?
Jesse told us about it on an episode.
He's talking about mountain monsters, which is absolutely completely separate from that. So I'm going to just get into what Skinwalker. Actually, you know what, Austin, you tell Adam what Skinwalker Ranch is.
The Skinwalker Ranch is an area of in the Midwest or something, right? It's in the Midwest.
It's in Utah.
I don't remember where it is. Wherever it is, supposedly all sorts of spooky stuff happens there.
Mm-hmm.
But just conveniently not all of the time.
Yeah.
Just some of the time.
Okay, a better rundown was once upon a
Right.
time. Once upon a time, a rancher bought this property, and everybody and their mom was like, "Uh-oh, this is not a good area." The Native Americans stayed away from it. There was a lot of local legends about it, and this area happened to be located in the Uinta Basin. Does that sound familiar? All you geology guys?
Say that again. You did a sound glitch.
Uinta Basin. You ever heard of that? So yeah, you know, that's somewhere in Utah. Anyway, so this area has had reports of insane activity, kind of unorthodox paranormal activity. So much so that people don't really know what's going on as far as like, is it ghosts? Is it aliens? Is it interdimensional beings? Maybe we've got some government facilities going on here. So it would range from ghostly apparitions to weird lights to unidentified flying objects and even a portal opening up on the property to let out some gigantic black masked creature. So that's just
Batman?
no. I mean, who knows? You know, I never know. We haven't even looked through it, but Jeremy Corbell was the mastermind behind that documentary.
From
Now,
the depths of a Utah field comes the Batman.
Now, so originally why I wanted to do this whole thing on strictly Jeremy Corbell is because, one, on this show we have talked mad shit about him. I, in particular, have talked mad shit about him. And not for the reasons you would expect. Not for, me being a non-believer and thinking that him picking up the Bob Lazar story and running with it was any problem. Adam, are you familiar with the Bob Lazar story?
I am not.
So
I'm
Bob
less cultured.
All right, let's Austin.
The Bob Lazar is a man who claims to have worked in the most exclusive portions of the government.
Actually,
the crashed spaceships.
Yep. Now that I think about it, I actually read
an
it, but
alien version of an element.
Okay.
Kept in a shoebox or something, and then it's been confiscated or something, or doesn't exist anymore because it'd be inconvenient if it still had to exist.
Yeah, I remember now. I did actually. He looks like a mix of a couple different famous people.
Yeah, like
he looks like a mix of
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well,
and
maybe
Stephen
the
King.
glasses. Stephen King, that was one, and then Paul Simon.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, those are more flattering than Dahmer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, yeah. So that's Bob Lazar. Now,
and Pat likes the guy, and he went for Dahmer.
Yeah, but I mean, just visually, if you took off his glasses and he smiled all creepy at you.
Okay.
All right. Well, back to the original thing about this. He made 2 documentaries that I personally have watched, which would be the Hunt for the Skinwalker, or I believe it's Hunt for the Skinwalker, and Bob Lazar Flying Saucer UFOs, or what is the title of that bloody film? It's literally called
Lazar, Spooky Discs and Flying Risks.
No.
What lies in the night skies?
That would work a lot better than literally it's called Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers.
Yeah, fuck it. Make mine.
So with that, just as far as documentary filmmaking, that was pretty rough. I would equate it to one of those like daytime History Channel TV shows akin to like Ancient Aliens, where you'd go and they just send a bunch of like weird moving images that look like aliens or like a flying saucer moving over.
The budget alien TV shows where everything's either CGI or stock footage of something.
Exactly. So yes,
would you imagine like to know my favorite scene from the film? It's our hero for this podcast, I guess. And he's like, I have all of this, and he points to just bins of VHS tapes.
Yeah, no,
with random, lightly scrawled labels, and then kind of lightly rattles his hand along some of them and goes, all of this about UFOs and how real they are. And I'm like, then why the fuck are you doing this?
Yeah, Austin has a point. That is a good point. What he's thinking of is I believe it's
a collection of VHS tapes somebody else gave him or something.
No, well, it's him filming George Knapp.
Yeah.
Who and he was the scene you're talking about, I believe, is from Hunt for the Skinwalker, actually, where he's like, look at all this evidence.
Is that from Skinwalker?
and he's just like, look at this is all of our evidence.
It blends, let me tell you.
Or actually, no, it might have been Bob.
He has a very similar thing.
Regardless, it was for one of the 2 documentaries, and he was like, look at all this. This is all the footage. And there's like, piles of VHSs and everything. It's pretty hilarious when you're looking at it from the surface level and you're like, yeah. If there was 2 people who would make the truth look fake, these guys have definitely done it. Oh, damn it. I keep trying to want to make this about apologizing to the poor guy, and all I do is come out here and shit on him. Okay, my problems with him strictly happen to be his documentary style of filmmaking, which would be, yes, he goes out there and he's like, we got all this information. We have all this credible footage and this and that. And then 98% of the documentary is literally the stock footage.
Cameras going over written notes, cameras going over VHS tapes, but not watching those tapes.
Yeah. Weird voice clips where they're just like saying the same thing, like, did these people really see like UFOs, or was it a government cover up?
Where it's not like bulk, it's just like, I really just didn't understand quite what they were looking for out there, and then it's sky, stars, music.
Yep. So at one point, I actually think that we were all sitting there, or I was sitting there, and we were
like, all done.
Yeah. No. It was when we were all watching the documentary together, and then it abruptly ends, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because the whole time you're like, okay, he's gonna reveal something. We're gonna learn something new about this Bob Lazar deal. And you don't. Adam, can you see maybe why I'd have a problem? Yeah, basically.
I can see that. So, devil's advocate here. Half those shows that even are legitimate still end in a, well, we don't fucking know kind of way anyway.
Yeah, but okay, so my other
not arguing your point. I'm purposely playing devil's advocate.
Yeah. Well, we need some of that around here. We need paranormal guys for skeptical eyes.
Yeah. We need parapolitic guys for Sasquatch and lies, like our other podcast about Paul Heaney.
Yeah. As far as the documentaries go, yes, I thought you could do so much better. I know that, like, especially when people are like doing the Alex Jones thing, they were just like, I got the documents, I got the evidence, I have eyewitness testimony from over 250 people, and you're like, wow, great talking points. Can I see some of it? Because I'm like, the way you talk and makes it sound like I'll have, no issues whatsoever.
But the way you're smacking around that wad of paper makes it feel like your printer's going to need to be reloaded after this shoot.
Yeah, like there's 98 pages of documents, and I can't even see one without like a Ken Burns effect.
Slowly passing by, zooming in on the paper that is at an angle so you still can't read it.
Yeah. So for the next bit here, let's just go over who this man is. Jeremy Corbell, or is his full name? His full name is actually Jeremy Kenyon Lockyer Corbell.
You don't have a camera, but you can still use like the live backgrounds. You should be downloading pictures and then updating that so we can see these guys.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here, how about this? I'll do
I'm also looking them up on my own screen.
Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna try and share my screen for you.
He looks like a fellow that's been spooked or thinks
Yeah. That's what he looks like. He's been
He's got those eyes. Yeah.
What am I trying?
He's clean cut to make it look like he's, serious.
Mm-hmm.
To give off no, I'm good. I'm not freaking out. Ooh.
Did you share is the screen being shared?
Yeah, we can see it.
Can you see the Wikipedia?
Wicca. I can see the Wikipedia.
Excellent, beautiful. So if we'll notice here, Mr. Jeremy Kenyon Lockyer Corbell, born February 3rd, 1977, an American contemporary artist, documentary filmmaker, and UFO enthusiast based in Los Angeles. Yada, yada, yada. Went to Harvard High School, Westlake High School.
Arts career.
Yeah, right. Oh, yes. Hey, well, this is respectable right here. I'm sorry because you are a black belt in jujitsu, and that's
So the
fucking
reason he
amazing.
has no evidence to show us is because he beat all the aliens up.
Yeah, he put him into submission. And they all tried to escape during that Area 51 lockdown breakout, and he just
They got
stood
tiny
up.
necks, man. It's real easy.
Yeah, dude, he's just like, I have killed so many gray aliens with these hands. Ooh, hey, he did something you did. You went to Nepal, right?
Yes, I also see that under the near fatal illness section,
Yeah.
which fortunately that did not happen to me while I was
Yeah,
there.
you didn't contract valley fever.
You didn't get the full Nepal experience.
Yeah, dude.
Ask for a refund.
I was
Go
one of the
back.
only people that did not get sick.
Oh, did they get sick with the valley fever?
No, not that. Well, who knows? Maybe.
Also, apparently he's in fashion design, which I was not aware of. Or
So
art
killed the
exhibits.
aliens
Sells some
and took their
T-shirts
fashion
with
design.
Sasquatch holding a black rifle.
And yeah, his film career. I actually did take a look at his documentary short from Lost Vegas, and it seems better because it's about, tangible stuff. He was actually able to, like, film people in Las Vegas versus the very little aliens he was able to shoot in the Bob
Only one
Lazar
little Bob
UFO
Lazar
documentary.
will say.
Well, right, and that was the other thing. He never showed a lot of, like, like, he did do stock footage, but he never did, like, historical footage of stuff. So that was kind of odd. Anyhow, I'm sorry, Jeremy Corbell, except for the documentary stuff, which is the only stuff I've said, really. Austin called you a loser. We should really make him apologize to you.
I'm sure he's nice enough in person, but I have met him and I have no reason to be overly polite.
All right. Well, let's go to some of the good things that I find that he's done, because this man has kind of burst onto the scene as far as being like,
Now we need like that
Oh.
stock iMac music or whatever.
do. Oh, that's
Jeremy
Windows.
Corbell burst onto the scene in the early 2000s with his first documentary,
Lost
That.
Vegas. It's actually the early 2010s.
Oops.
But okay. I wanted to bring him up to talk about him because of, like, what he's done in the last, I don't even know, like 4 or 5 years, which has been mainly okay. First place I ever saw him was Joe Rogan with Bob Lazar. I'm gonna guess,
What a
have you
power
both
team.
have either of you seen that? No,
I've
Adam?
seen part of it.
I have not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that, that's the first time I ever saw him, and he was basically, it felt like he was Bob Lazar's handler, so to speak, during that interview, because he really got how would you say, animated. He was flipping engaged, man. When he first started talking, I was like, shut up, dude. You crazy. You're making, like, Bob Lazar, I swear to God, was like, he's being a normal guy. He's like, yeah, I worked on UFOs. It was pretty crazy. They really fucked with my life. And Jeremy Corbell's like, dude, we got it. I went there. I went with it. We went to Los Alamos. He walked us around the whole thing. It's like, excellent, but shut up. Let him talk, So initially I was not.
Him woohoo, guys.
Yeah, I know. It was like
It's not your turn to
1,000-fold
woohoo.
woohoo. So that's where I first met him, or I say met him.
That's where I first met him, through the screen and the essence of Rogan.
Yeah. But essentially, after that, I definitely still thought he was crazy. He showed up with, I think he was on another interview with Commander David Fravor. Adam, do you know who Commander David Fravor is?
Nope.
Okay. He's the guy who in 2004 or 2005 documented or witnessed a flying Tic Tac over off the coast of San Diego. which is what kind of it was what started and sparked that like New York Times article, or was it Time? One of the two. They both probably covered it at this point, but it was articles just like relaying that the U.S. Military had actually been in contact with these flying objects that we don't know about, and kind of essentially was like, hey, yeah, there are UFOs. We're tracking them. We don't know what they are exactly.
Gotcha.
So the first time that mainstream media was like, this is a thing. Because for a long time, it's always been like, we don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. It's not really a part of our programs. We don't look into UFOs. Got you speechless, I see.
Sorry, I wasn't sure what to say to that.
You didn't say what the grammatical punctuation was after your sentence.
The grammatical punctuation.
Never mind.
I didn't know how to respond. Was it enthusiasm? Was it a question?
Yeah,
no,
there we go.
I should say
stop.
no. That was a more like a open-ended, like, all right, and now you guys talk.
Okay. Why do I need to apologize? Why are we sorry?
I'm sorry
that you were
because
pissed
oh
about
yeah.
being
Why am
kind
I
of
sorry?
A crappy
Okay.
handler on Rogan's.
Why? Can you see this? Do you see the new screen? Extraordinary beliefs.
Yes.
Weaponized your curiosity. Presented by Jeremy Corbell.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna enter the site. Be prepared.
Is he selling guns?
Whoa! No. Ooh, get all his amazing. Oh my God, he did that. Have you ever seen this? Do you see this video? Anonymous interview. Okay.
Turned into a robot.
This guy, I don't know, but I saw this years ago. This is like some interview with like a dude who's dying, who apparently worked with like aliens and UFO stuff. And this is like his death confession. I never knew that that was a part of Jeremy Corbell's inner whatever. But okay, what we really want to get into.
Hard, but...
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're better
okay.
Now.
The things that he's really been doing in the past couple of years is apparently he's got inside knowledge, right? And he's been getting, I don't know who or what or where, but he's been bringing up a ton of footage that have been coming off of like military classified vehicles. One would be, have you heard about these U.S. Navy ships filming all these pyramid shaped objects? No?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, we're going to just play this little video for you. It's not that interesting. It's just, it looks like it's through a night vision scope. Essentially, they get these like triangle UFOs flying over what they say is the USS Russell. Oh, and they apparently caught these little images. If you go on YouTube, you can find this little like black dot going in the water. But here's the triangle ones. For those of you listening, we are looking at Jeremy Corbell's personal site. Ooh, look at that. Look at that thing float around. Oh, what? Anyway, so that the other video, that video that we were just watching with the triangles comes from, off the USS Russell. Jeremy Corbell has been finding and getting a hold of a lot of this, just a lot of these visual stuff that these guys have been checking out. There's a whole backlog of things. Like April, he released the U.S. Navy pyramid shapes. There's this trans-medium UFO that goes into the ocean. This is the one that I think was off what? It's USS Omaha. This one's really interesting because it's literally just a black ball that I think they filmed like at night. Or actually, I shouldn't say it's a black ball. That's thermal imaging in that image, but which means that it's either hot or cold. I can't remember which one. Depends, I think. But it's colder than the ocean, or it's hotter than the ocean, as you can see. And in that video, it kind of just floats along and then plops into the water. Anyway, somehow he's been getting a hold of all these videos Like, I'm not even sure. What is this? UFO deck footage off the USS Omaha? Oh, hey, I haven't seen this. Apparently, there's 2 UFOs just hovering, or maybe one.
So these are supposedly legitimate videos from
Navy ships. Yes.
Navy ships, not
So
just some random dude out there that we don't know with a camcorder.
Yeah, apparently. So one of the videos so this one I can't confirm. I can't even confirm the triangle shaped video, but there is one where this one that was taken, and you can hear it was actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a recording on a like a ship. So somebody's like recording it on the bridge of a ship. So if you can hear the video, you can kind of hear like military chatter going on.
Sound doesn't come through.
Oh, no?
No.
Damn. Well, if that isn't coming through, in that case, then whatever. If you go to that video, though, in the actual video, you can hear them like, just military chatter.
Did we also lose Austin?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's just you and I here now.
Weird.
He was too freaked out by all this alien shit. He done got spooked,
right?
just like Jeremy Corbell.
Yeah, dude. But Jeremy Corbell's spooked into. He'd get on this. He'd be all up into this biz.
Maybe that's for a future podcast.
Yeah, right. Oh, dude, if he would come on, that'd be great. And then he could like verbally battle Austin about who's really a loser.
My question to him would be, if he had what his thoughts were on the storm, the Area 51 thing from like, was that a year and a half ago?
Oh, dude, he was there.
Whatever that was. Was he there?
He was there. He actually did a documentary. Let me find it.
Oh, really?
Where is it? You still with me? Where is it?
I am still with you.
Dang it, where did it go? I swear he has like a storm. Oh, let's go to films. Oh yeah, Storm Area 51. A meme is not born. Yeah, he literally made a documentary about this. I can't remember where I was, but I remember watching like somebody was it was a Vice article about the Storm Area 51 thing, and at some point they literally like had him up on stage like during like one of the in between the bands like
yeah
we're gonna storm. I don't remember what he said. I don't think he said we're gonna storm it, but he's just like talking about how awesome an event like this is.
That's funny. And then like nothing actually happened.
No, yeah. But hey, they enjoyed themselves, which I guess is the point. So I guess Austin's off, so we're just gonna end this one. Sorry, Jeremy Corbell, you're not a loser. Your documentary filmmaking still sucks. But
what was the point in apologizing?
Yeah, you're right. There wasn't. I just wanted to get an excuse to put his name in the credits or the title. Thank you, Jeremy Corbell. In the future, I would love to talk to you.
Dankeschön, Jeremy Corbell.